Hey friends, welcome to my video. Thanks for clicking on my thumbnail. Glad you're here with I Like Team. Now today, friends, we are here for the news. That is right, K-Pop Junkee has posted another video, and that means we are here to catch up on everything that has been happening in the realm of K-pop as far as the news goes. Obviously his last video that we checked out was a very sad video. I'm still kind of like, I'm a little like down from just all of that, as you know, but I've been just making videos, slowly getting back into the flow of things as you do. So, you know, hey, I'm trying to move on. Everyone copes with things in their own ways, but hey, a new K-Pop Junkee video, I'm sure there's going to be some positive things in here. I've seen some of these things in the, well, by that I mean, I saw this NMIXX Sullyoon thing, because I'm like a pretty big inser, as you may know, and basically, I just want to see what he has to say about this, and I want to learn about a lot of the other things that have been happening in the news lately. So, yeah, with that being said, before we get into it, I need you to make sure that you like the official and original video on K-Pop Junkee's official channel. Support him, support this video. He puts lots of effort into these videos, and he has been working just as hard through all this process as we all have, so shout out to him. But with that being said, let's get into it, see what he has to say today. 3, 2, 1, click play.
As the K-pop industry slowly begins to try to pick itself back up, this video is also the beginning of that process. This is a heads up in case you're not ready for that.
That's like crazy because that's outside of the Fantasio like building.
As the K-pop industry slowly begins to try to pick itself back up, this video is also the beginning of that process. This is a heads up in case you're not ready for that. There will be positive news as we're catching up on everything we haven't talked about in the past week. On April 21st, NMIXX had a fan meeting from which a video has now blown up. In the clip, we see Sullyoon listening intently to this fan and then interacting with him like normal. But when he leaves, her face begins to change, she begins to frown, seemingly holds in her emotions for the sake of the next fan, but is eventually overwhelmed, not able to keep it in anymore, and burst into tears. Another fan who was sitting in the front row revealed the reason she cried was because this person is actually a fan site and asked Sullyoon to explain why she didn't look into his camera.
It's crazy. Why didn't you look into my camera? Like, and he was like asking all these questions, like, I put in all this effort to get to your thing. I've traveled all around. I've put in tons of work this comeback, and you didn't even look at my camera once. And then it's like, bro, I get it. You're a fan site. Shout out to you. Thanks for whatever. Okay, but no, just because she doesn't look at your camera because you paid money to go to, like, you're a fan at the end of the day. Like, no, you can't just, this is so stupid. How you're not, the world doesn't revolve around you. I hate to bring it to you. And like, also, JYP doesn't care. You're not getting paid by JYP to do this. You're doing this because, well, theoretically, because you want to as a fan. And so, like, you know what I mean? Like,
after being called out, the person tries to explain himself, saying the video doesn't display the entire situation, claiming that he's being bullied because he's a foreigner, and pointing out he was also crying while talking to her. The original fan who called him out then asked why he held up an iPad later saying sorry if he felt like he did nothing wrong. Eventually, the fan site person deeply apologized to Sullyoon, explaining that he works very hard to participate in all their schedules to show Sullyoon's beautiful side to everyone, and because he was so exhausted physically and mentally after chasing their activities, it made him sad that she didn't see his camera and he couldn't help but tell her. According to him, she explained it's because there were a lot of fans there, but ended up apologizing to him anyway. He later realized he imposed his negative feelings on Sullyoon and tried to apologize to her afterward. I, for one, can't believe I just said everything I just said. April 21st was also the day.
like, why? Like, actually, what just, okay, so, first of all, like I said, she don't see your camera, whatever. But then second of all, you apologized. There's a lot.
Red Velvet's concert in Singapore. However, after performing a few songs and going backstage to change while a VCR played, Joy did not return to the stage with the other 4 members. Wendy would eventually explain to the crowd what happened.
I'm surprised why Joy's on the stage. She's not feeling well, not much. So she's not going to be on the stage for the rest of the concert. She said,
no, hold up. No, hold up. Hold up. Actually, hold up. What did I just hear people like upset, like booing? Like, okay, I can understand a little bit of like, it sounds like murmurs because everyone looks over to their friend or whatever that they came to the concert with, like, no, Joy's not gonna be here. But it sounded like I got some like, huh? What? Like I was hearing a little bit of like that type of sound. Like there's like, you can't, I'm sorry, but you can't have that opinion about this. No.
Not much. So she's not going to be on the stage for the rest of the concert. She said to us,
Everyone cheer for her, please.
She's okay.
The concert continued with fans and the members cheering when Joy's parts would come up, and during the encore,
Okay, that's cool.
even though she couldn't be on stage with everyone, Joy decided to still sing from backstage as a way to connect with the fans who came out.
That's cool. That's cool.
Someone we also won't be seeing for a while is BTS's J-Hope, but obviously for a different reason, as he is now officially enlisted, sent off by all his members, including Jin, who took a leave of
Why is this
absence
in the
to
negative
do
part of
so.
the video?
However, after his send-off, a media outlet then started raising suspicions that J-Hope had special treatment because he was allowed to have multiple vehicles enter with him. Apparently, most civilians can only have one vehicle enter the base for safety reasons, as stated on the LED sign above the entrance, but J-Hope was seemingly allowed to have multiple approved in advance, while a normal civilian would have been stopped and checked the day of if they wanted to do the same. This got to the point where HYBE had to come out and say they were checking the situation, but before they could follow up, an official from the military itself came out explaining that these are rules that are too strictly enforced because there are often unavoidable situations where other general soldiers can also enter with multiple vehicles. BLACKPINK's Rosé is also someone being backed up by
See, I don't know, but like that seems like y'all taking that a bit out of proportion. If I'm being honest,
strictly enforced.
It's just
because
like,
there are often
plus like
unavoidable
let's be real here,
situations
that's
where
J-Hope.
other general
That's
soldiers
not like,
can
but like I'm not trying to say he's like different. And the whole reason they're like doing this whole, they're going to the military. Obviously, they're like, what do you mean? We're gonna do this. Like this is what we're supposed to do. Like they're like clearly fulfilling. They're like, I don't care. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is like what I'm gonna do, right? I don't want to just avoid it or anything. And so like, and then you're like, okay. Multiple vehicles.
also enter with multiple vehicles.
I think y'all
BLACKPINK's
overdoing
Rosé is also someone being backed up by a party outside their agency. Last week we discussed the denied dating rumors with actor Kang Dong-won and drug accusations that all stem from this photo.
The third video in a row.
The designer who originally posted the picture has now debunked the allegations himself by posting this caption, FYI, showing that the object in question was a luxury ashtray art piece used as decoration. Interestingly enough, BLACKPINK also recently received an apology from the Late Late Show with James Corden. During their highly anticipated appearance on Carpool Karaoke, James Corden mentioned that they were the first K-pop group to reach #1 on the US album charts. Well, this caused confusion because it wasn't clear what chart he was talking about, and if it was the Billboard 200, then they would actually be the 4th group to do so. The show eventually tweeted an apology saying the staff wrongly gave James a card to read that should have stated that they were the first female group to accomplish that.
Are you a good driver?
Here's a weird one for you that's been happening. Apparently, a rumor has been rapidly circulating.
I'm sorry, but if Jisoo asked me if I'm a good driver, I'm gonna be the best driver of my life. Even though this is fake, like they're not even driving anywhere. But like,
Here's a weird one for you that's been happening. Apparently, a rumor has been rapidly circulating that Jessica Jung does not like Chinese food and prefers kimchi. Very specific. Of course, one of the reasons this is a big deal is that she's currently promoting in China. This resulted in a lot of hate thrown toward Jessica, despite the countless pictures of her eating Chinese food. This even got to the point where her company and boyfriend Tyler Kwan came out further debunking the rumor and hilariously saying that she eats everything except cucumbers. Finally, we'll end the serious portion of the video with idols we might not see for a while. Unfortunately, after NCT DOJAEJUNG made their record-breaking unit debut, Jaehyun began experiencing body aches and high fever. While the other two carried on with their schedules for a bit, the unit's activities and music show appearances have now been cancelled for the time being. DKZ's Kyungyoon will also be going on hiatus due to anxiety and social phobia after the controversy regarding the JMS cult that we previously talked about, resulting in some people now even filing complaints requesting DKZ's recent radio appearance be cancelled altogether. It was also announced this week that Victon...
We talked about this already. I feel like... I don't know. Okay, just... Can y'all just let people just...
his recent radio appearance be cancelled altogether. It was also announced this week that Victon members Hanse, Byungchan, and Subin have decided not to renew their contracts with IST Entertainment.
I did see this.
The remaining members who are still
Bro, Hanse is like such a good rapper. I hope his future as an artist, you know, flourishes or whatever, but hey, I did see
not
this.
to renew their contracts with IST Entertainment. The remaining members who are still on contract due to their military service duties will now pursue their solo activities. And I think we all need some positive news to celebrate in the K-pop world right now. Congrats to the
Exactly. That's literally the thing I needed.
Need some positive news to celebrate in the K-pop world right now. Congrats to the 9 guys who have made the final lineup of Mnet's Boys Planet, who will now be known as Zero Base 1, and making their debut around the middle of this year, so not too long from now. Many are disappointed that Hui didn't make the final lineup after everything he went through. However, he did update fans, assuring he will be showing an even better version of himself now as a Pentagon member once again. A new plant species was recently discovered in Thailand and was named after BLACKPINK's Lisa, as she personally inspired one of the student researchers while she was studying for her doctorate. It's actually one of the rarest having the highest risk of extinction worldwide. BLACKPINK's global impact does not stop there, as their Born Pink tour—
Good luck, plant. Please survive. I want to see nature thriving.
Worldwide. BLACKPINK's global impact does not stop there, as their Born Pink tour has now become the highest grossing tour ever by any girl group, surpassing the Spice Girls, TLC, and Destiny's Child. The scary thing is that the tour is nowhere near over, with even stadium shows on the horizon.
And they announced like a re-up for it, didn't they? They're gonna be coming back doing 4 more shows in America or whatever. Like, bro. Anyways, it's that part of the video where we talk about our favorite comeback so far this week. There's been lots of good comebacks, bro, but I'm not gonna lie. Haegoom got that for me. I've been listening to Haegoom like crazy, bro.
And releases since the last time we talked.
Although while we're at it, 17's new song is so good. And check out Super Chick, the underrated song.
About it, the P1 Harmony and New Hope Club collaboration.
Oh, the new Jackson song was vibey. Cheetah, yeah, go check that one out too.
NMIXX finally releasing the song they performed at their first award show appearance after
Bro, shout out to NMIXX's like story, their like overcoming arc is so shout out, bro. That's so cool. I mean, it's kind of sad to know like what actually happened, but the fact that they're like still like NMIXX is so cool.
NMIXX finally releasing the song they performed at their first award show appearance after going on their own. D-Day now has the highest selling first day of any solo artist in history, also making him the first rapper to sell over 1 million copies on his first day of release, and second artist to do it, with of course fellow member Jimin. And I keep talking about how much we're 50-50, because not only did they become the girl group with the highest monthly listeners on Spotify this month, the girls are now only the 3rd K-pop group in history to enter the top 60 of the Hot 100, following only BTS
and BLACKPINK.
They
like what? I gave a second chance to Cupid, but now I left it stupid. Vibes, but like I just never saw this happening. Like, let's go.
Group to do so, however, at just 5 months into
5
their career. What is going on? IVE are also setting records as usual, becoming the first group in history to achieve a perfect all kill with 2 different songs within the same month. Less than 3 weeks to be more exact. And my god, Jihyo, we can't talk about making history without mentioning 17's comeback, because on top of setting a new K-pop record with over 4.5 million pre-orders, the guys recorded 3.9 million sales on the first—
Bro, K-pop record. They set records. People were telling me in the comments, they were like, records for this one. I was like, whoa.
The guys recorded
3.9. And then it's cool that they're setting records for this album. And then what they talked about in the song about how they're like, we made it, like all this work, it's paid off, and that's so like, blah, you know?
Million sales on the first day, setting the new record. Stepping away from all the numbers and milestones, let's also celebrate the fact that Shonu has now been discharged from the military and soon to reunite with Monsta X. The man has already posted 3 TikToks in the meantime. I don't know what combination of words in the English language could possibly describe how much Shonu loves his fans.
If I am In-N-Out Burger, you guys are 2 patty and vegetables and bread. You guys are everything to me, okay?
Yo, that man be trolling. If I'm a patty, you're the vegetables and the bread. Okay. Okay, Shonu. Guys. Yo, okay. Like, obviously, it's nice to get back into the swing of things with these videos. Back to, like... Well, you know, like, there was still a lot of sad stuff this week. A lot of the negative side of K-pop, the negative half, and the positive half as his videos are. But, like, man, I'm trying to just get back into the swing of things, get back into the groove, the workflow, you know, all that sort of stuff. And so it takes time, obviously, but we're working on it. We're getting there slowly, as you do. This was great. Thanks for the video, as always, bro. K-pop Junkee be informing us on the news. I hope y'all learned a lot, as we do. I didn't know most of the stuff in this video, actually. I had seen some of it, but I like the Joy situation. I hope Joy's okay. Like the Sullyoon stuff, obviously. I hope she's still doing fine. I hope that doesn't really, like, stuff like that. I hope it really doesn't get to her head too much because, like, you know, I'm a big inser. And, like, she's such, like, a bright light to this world. And I don't need people, like, I know he apologized or they apologized. So, like, I mean, we're just going to move past it. They apologize. Stuff happens. Whatever. Hopefully they realize now it's, like, just because someone doesn't look at you, there's hella people in that room. And you're a fan at the end of the day. So, okay. And then stuff like the J-Hope car thing. Like, what even... I don't know, but y'all understand. There was a lot of stuff that happened this week, but overwhelmingly, I'm still happy with the positive side, as we do. Shout out to everyone that just did everything. Y'all are killing it. And shout out to K-pop for making me happy yet again. One more week, one more happiness. Next week will probably be the same. There's lots of big comebacks happening next week. I'm excited for next week. Still listening to hella comebacks from this week, like 17's new song, stuff like that. Lots of stuff. But I'm excited. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give me a like. Go support K-pop Junkee's video. And let's talk down in the comments about what happened today. But hey, with that being said, friends, I'm going to get out of here, edit this, and get it up for you. So, friends, I hope you, yes, you, have a good day, morning, or night, whatever time it is for you, and wherever you are in the world. With that being said, peace. Stay in K-pop Junkee. Goodbye.